Hi, welcome everyone. Today I'll be having a look at Unfinished Business for Tomb Raider 1 expansion. Um, I was planning on making a longer video where I also went over more of the sidetracking, but I've been having trouble with recording a little bit. So I recorded the speedrun for it and the whole explanation of that. So we're just gonna keep it at this for now. You can probably expect a video soon on a separate video where I will be going over more of the pickups and secrets and anything else in these levels. To begin with, we don't really need many pickups for this speedrun. We are going to pick up the Uzis about halfway through the second level. And we will do some pickups for the Uzis as well. I believe 2 or 3 should be enough to do all the kills that we need in the run. So you will see where the pickups are when I pass them. In terms of health packs, there's really only one that I tend to pick up in my own attempts, which is a Mega. There are, however, several backup meds throughout the run that you could also pick up pretty reliably. So, with all that said, let us move straight into the video. Alright, so when we start the game, we will immediately fall down onto a slope. I'll actually show you by making a save here. So as you can see, we're falling down right away. So we want to hold jump, run off the ledge, and then steer to the right to drop into the water. This way we don't get stuck in any of the corners. So make sure to do that on the start. Now we're gonna go through this tunnel, and then we're gonna go straight to that pillar over there on the right. And we will pull up on the corner here. Let's go. Now, we can jump from here to the golden block, drop in the water, and pull this switch. Now when we get the cutscene here, I always hold down and left and swim a little bit, so that we swim up this way. That way we can pull up on this tile here, hold jump to jump backwards onto this block. Now, the door up ahead, over there, it has been opened now. We can do a sequence with continuous running jumps from here. It goes like this. Let me see if I can do it. This, and then we have to aim for the door on the left. Oh, wait, actually, I didn't do it right now. But you can only get continuous running jumps if you aim for the door on the left here. This corner, like that. And then you can get through. Now, alternatively, you could do a standing jump if you really don't want to do that curving and hitting that. You can do a standing jump here and then keep doing running jumps. That's an alternate strat. Now, right here, there is a panther behind us that spawns right now. But he's really not a problem because we can just keep doing a jump. Now, let me actually show you here first. Oh, I fell down. Lol. Right, I'll show you the layout here a little bit. First, let's go here. Oh, so if we go straight forwards out of this alcove, we will go on this slope towards the spikes and we will die. So we cannot go straight forward. We have to go to the left there. So the idea is to jump around this pillar that I'm standing next to on the left side and then land in the corner down below there on the tile with the spikes. This is the fastest way to go. Now, alternatively, you can also just drop onto the slope on the left here and just jump over the spikes like this to then continue this way. This is very much a possibility as well. I'll try to get the jump to the left though, which is the fast way around the pillar. And then, okay, I overshot it now a little bit, but land pretty much about here. And then from here we can just do a roll or a turn in some way to continue. So it's a little tricky, but it's definitely worth it if you land that. Now, we go to this block, pull it out once, we go over it, and then we push the next block twice. When we're done with the block pushing here, we can start doing running jumps, and we can just keep doing running jumps and land on the key. We just gotta be careful not to drop into the water. So we're gonna steer a little bit to the right over here, so that we don't actually run into the water. And then we can land straight onto the key here. Which right now, apparently, I'm not right on it, but whatever. You can land straight on that. That's pretty good. When you have the key, you want to run off on this side, drop down, and then do a running jump onto the bridges to go this way. Now, we're going to have to climb up on the wall on the right here, but this is one of the walls in the game. There's another one in the run, where you can't actually pull up with action and up like you would normally be able to. If you can see that I'm doing it, but it's not working. So we have to use the jump key to go up instead. Which is fine, that works, but it's an interesting one. I don't know why it's not working with action and up. There might be some reason for it, but it just doesn't work. Now, when we go forward here, as you can see, the crocodile spawns. He actually knocked me off now, lol. Okay, so this crocodile spawns. We don't need to kill him. We actually need to kill very few enemies in this run. But I just wanted to show you this. So we want to start shimmying here, but in order to do so, we kind of want to go for a roll into this corner here, like this. So that we get fewer shimmies. Like if you go further to the left, you have to shimmy more. So you want to aim for that corner over there, which is just around the right from here. Once you pull up, you have to sort of visualize where that is a little bit, and then you can just turn and roll. So I'm a little bit too far to the left now. You kind of want to go for the corner more there, if you can. But that's the idea. And then the crocodile will be alive now. He cannot knock us off while we're shimmying, even though sometimes it does look like he's about to knock us off. He doesn't really do it. So don't worry about that. Now, we're all the way on the right now. He's actually very close by. I'll make a save in case he knocks us off. When we pull up, we want to turn slightly to the left and then backflip right away. So just left and backflip like this. So we land a little bit on this right side of the cat. Now, we turn to the right and go over here. I'll try to do the fastest version where you can actually hold left and forwards like this to immediately run this way, right? Now, he's very close by now, which makes it a little bit annoying to get a consistent one. But if you hold up and right, you can just go straight like this. That's the faster way to do this. Now I'm gonna open this lock. I'm gonna quickly show you here. This section here is a little bit tricky. So as you can see, there's immediately some boulders coming. So we want to go to this left side over here. Now, the goal is going to be to pull this switch over here. Now, I'll show you a little bit. First, I'll show you the way down here. So, when we come from the lock and the door, we're going to run this way. And we want to do a swan dive against this little ceiling that I'm standing underneath now. So against that. We want to swan dive with our head against that. So that would be like this. And then we get this roll down and we can keep running this way. This is the faster version. So I'll try to do it from here. Just running jump, do a few steps, and then swan dive. Now from here, with the panthers alive, we're not going to kill them. We're gonna go this way. Oh, ooh. And onto this switch. There's a mini health pack. I don't recommend picking it up. Right now I actually got really unlucky with the amount of bites that I got. Normally he will only bite once or twice, but now he actually bit me like 6 times in a row. So we don't want to pick up this medkit, it's too slow. We're gonna pull this switch. Now I'll quickly show you the way out with a different save where they are actually dead. So let me load in here. So here I've actually killed the panthers real quick to show you. We do the swan dive, right? And then we land in here. We're gonna run this way. And pull the switch, right? I haven't actually pulled the switch here yet. Then we're gonna turn around and run back. There will be 2 panthers on us at this point. Oh, careful not to stumble in this hallway. And then we want to jump about here. Oh, no, I actually missed it now. So I'll actually show you a little bit better. Where I'm standing now, a little bit more to the left maybe. This is where we want to sort of jump while we're running. So when we arrive here in this hallway, we're going to stay on the outside a bit. Curve this way, right? And then jump about 1 step onto this tile. So when we're just over that line, we jump then. And then the idea is to jump onto the block. Now, keep in mind, these 2 panthers will be alive in this save. So if you miss this in any way, you can try to recover, but they could like knock you around to mess you up. So alternatively, you can also just run around a bit, go onto this block, and then just run and go back here to have a little bit of a better reset jump. But it's very slow, so you kind of want to go for this corner jump. Now I'll try to show you. I'll try to show you with the panthers alive, real quick, and I'll also quickly mention that there is an alternate strat here instead of swan diving. So I'll try to do it first with a swan dive, roll, and then run this way. Panther is alive. The second one takes a little longer to reach us, but he will be reaching us soon as well. So we're gonna go here. Here, there's the second one. We go underneath, run, and then we want to jump here, and then we land on the block. So that's the idea here. Now, if you really don't like the swan dive trick, which I can imagine, then there's an alternate strat here, which is not really too slow. Is you can just run off this ledge and hold roll, and then you will roll against this wall, and you can run immediately into this hallway, which is really fine as well. The swan dive is, it's really not too hard if you dive on the right place. So against this little ceiling here. Oh, no, that's too far. Now we're getting a stumble. Oh, ow. Whoa, what? Lol. I glitched into the wall, I think. So, I tend to just go for this swan dive, but you can also just run off and do rolls to land down at the bottom. Okay, so on the switch, and I'll continue with the rest of the run. Oh, ow. No, let's reset that. I need a little bit more health here. A little bit on the outside and jump. Oh, ooh, that was close. I almost missed it. Okay, from here we're gonna pull up here. I'll make another save here. We're gonna turn and do a jump up here, but there will be more boulders coming, so we kind of want to jump around them. Okay, as you can see, it's not so easy. There's a little ceiling on the right side where we jump. Like right over there, that yellow ceiling, that makes it really tricky to actually jump around. But, oh, come on. Why am I struggling on this now? That's not good. Okay, so here, and jump around it. So now we want to go off here, jump on this blue tile. Ooh, that was a little early there. But if we jump on the blue tile itself, like not later, then we can do a continuous running jump here. So I'll actually try to do that. See if I can get that. Go up here. Here, stay on the outside, jump around. And then we want to jump a little early here on the blue tile. And then we can keep doing running jumps towards here. Now there is a mini here. If you really want extra heals, you could consider picking this up. I tend to not really want it. Right now I am a little bit low HP. So we're gonna drop down near the crocodiles here. And there will be 2 of them, and we might get bitten. It's pretty common that we get bitten at least once or twice by them. So keep in mind that you do maybe need some health here. The best way to go down, assuming you don't pick it up, is to go against this left wall here, so that we immediately go into the tunnel. So make sure to take a sharp left there around the corner to fall very near that wall. Then we swim here and pull this switch. This is the moment where we tend to get bitten, is during the pulling of the switch. See? Oh, I'm almost dead. I have 1 HP right now. It's okay though, it's okay. I'll save 1 slot different. So from here, we can do running jumps all the way to the exit of the level. Oh, whoa. We kind of want to go around that though, so let me make sure I do that right. Like this. Now there will be 2 mummies here, but if we stay on the right here, there's not really much they can do. And then we can jump on the bridge and into the exit of the level. So that was the first level so far. I hope that was at least clear and concise for this one. Now the next level, Temple of Cat, is the longer level in the run actually. It's by far the longest level in the run. The last 2 levels are actually quite short. So when we start, we'll drop down again here. We want to turn around, maybe do a roll, and pull the switch. We can do a backflip and a roll when we land to go down pretty quickly. And then we just want to follow the hallway here over to this side. Now over here, I'm going to make a save right here on this climb up so I can show you this. What we're going to do is we're going to jump on this block on the right. And from here, we're going to jump onto this, which doesn't look like you should be able to stand on this, but you can in fact stand on this. Then from this place, we can jump here. There is a cancel on this step. I actually got it now, but it's very hard. You cannot see it, so it's blind. So if you really want to get that cancel onto the step with the roll, then you really gotta practice on that a little bit. Now, the reason we do this over the top here, I'll show you this real quick, is as soon as we hit these tiles over here that I'm standing on right now, this area, there will be 2 mummies that spawn, as you can see. So we kind of don't want to go for this. We want to avoid spawning them. We can spawn them later, that's not really a problem. But that's the reason that we actually go up here and then up to this one. And from here, jump about here in the middle and you should be able to get the cancel onto the step. So this just avoids the triggering of a couple of mummies. This is the reason that we go this way. From here, we'll continue and just jump into the water. Turn around to get the switch right here. That will open the door down here in the water. Beautiful. This will give us the first of 2 keys that we need for this area. So we grab it. There's a little bit of a cutscene again in which you cannot see what your movements are, which is always tricky. But try to start swimming during the cutscene, I guess. From here, I'll make another save. It doesn't really matter if we do trigger the mummies now, but we are going to try to avoid to trigger the mummies whatsoever. We do this by jumping up and then making a sharp jump to the right here. Oh, this might actually be... I think I might have triggered them now, didn't I? No, I didn't trigger them. Good. So we haven't triggered them now. We have triggered this guy, but he's not really a problem. So we want to at least try and take a sharp right over here and then go over this block. Yeah, this is better. This is what I meant to do. We can grab pistols to cancel the camera, which changes. And then we want to go over to this corner. Now, if you did summon the mummies at this point, they will be coming for us here. But we do have enough time to do this move before they reach us. So, as long as you don't mess up on this move, they will not reach us in time. So right now we haven't actually spawned them, so they will not be coming. We're going to jump into that alcove over there. We're going to do this by jumping and grabbing here. Shimmying all the way to the right. Make sure you're all the way against the wall. Drop down and roll. Now we do sort of 2 steps forward. So if I would do just tap forward, I only do this. But we kind of want to do a double one. So let me actually reset it here. Go up, side shimmy, roll. And then step, step, and then release. And from this position, we tap right twice. So tap, tap. Now we tap to the right twice, and then we can do a backflip. and a jump with up and left to curve onto this ledge. Now it's a little tricky, I'll admit, but it's definitely worth it. So drop, roll, step, step, and stop, tap, tap, backflip, and up and left. And we can go here. Right, we can just drop down onto this key. There is some sort of efficient way to do that. I don't really know it. To go back up, we can probably go over here. And if we pull up on the left, it's easy to want to pull up here on this side. But if we pull up on the left here, we can actually get a running jump onto the block over there. And then we can keep doing standing jumps after that, like this. Up and up and up, all the way to here. Okay, so far so good. We put in the 2 keys that we have, and then we can continue to the next section of the level. Now, this is one of those places where we will be ignoring a panther, which might bite us, which is quite unfortunate. But we're gonna go in here and to the right. Oh, to the right. Around to the left. And then there's this hallway over here. Just ignore the panther. Go to the left. Make sure to curve around this corner here, which I now actually messed up. And then we want to go in here. I actually didn't have any save now, do I? I'm gonna load back and just run a little bit again. I'll make a save. I'm gonna go to the right. And to the left. To the left again. Now we're gonna ignore this guy. There is a mega over there, but if you really want it, I advise you to just kill the panther. Go for the switch. Hopefully he doesn't bite us too much. And then turn around. Go to the right here. Then we want to drop down into this hole and land on this corner like this. This is actually optimal, the way I landed on this now. Reason being, we can now just roll and keep running this way. Now, one thing to note in this area in general is when you drop down here, you don't want to fall into the water. There's multiple gaps here where you can fall into the water. Don't fall into the water. It will have a current, and I don't even know if there is a way to get out of it, but if there is, it's just gonna be way, way, way too slow. So it's better to just make a save before you drop down and just drop and hope for the best. In the meantime, let's continue down this right side. So we can do a jump from here, but it's blind. We have to jump into that alcove over there. So when we're arriving here, it's a little tricky, but you can get like this curve jump onto the block. Yeah, now I actually got it. But it's a little tricky. You'll have to practice on that a little bit. When we go backwards, we can go to the second switch. We do need both switches here, by the way. Don't get fooled and drop into the water right away. So after this switch, we can just do a side flip and land in the water now, which is fine because now the door is open. So we're gonna pull up right here, immediately swim up and pull up here. We're gonna have to collect 5 keys. This was the first one. Then we can drop back in. Oh, he bit me, lol. We go to the right, into this corner right away, and pull up here. We're gonna get this key. Now there is a panther running around on these ledges here. Somewhere. I'll actually make a save here in between. Just to have something to reload to. There's a panther here somewhere. That's a crocodile. There's the panther. So he's running over the ledges, so he could approach us. He can never actually reach the top section, though. So once we're up there, this is the way that we're gonna go up, like this, if we can. Oh, wait. Oh, that's actually good. And then we're gonna drop down here. Now, I'll show you this as well. There's a key here. and then there's a key across there. Now, if I want that key and I go over here, there will be a bunch more. Here, there's one. There's a couple more actually that have spawned. There's one over here. I believe there's a second one up here somewhere that is also coming for us. Not sure where he is. Oh yeah, over there on the top, see him? So there's a second one as well. This is gonna be too many enemies to put in the keys for us. We don't have the heals for this. So we want to avoid those triggers. So I'll load back to this key here. Once we've pulled it, grabbed it, we're gonna go up like this, right? So when we've picked up this key from here, we don't want to drop down onto the floor because that will trigger the panthers. So we're gonna go here. We can do this grab cancel like this here if you want. Now we can just walk over on this whole section. This is fine, as long as we don't go anywhere to the left now. That is where the other panthers will trigger. So we're gonna go all the way over here, pull up, and get the other key from this side. This is just straight up so you don't lose a bunch of time by having to kill the panthers or picking up extra heals or whatever. It's just better to do this. Now we need one more key, which is that one over there. And if we angle a little bit like this, we can do a side flip and a standing jump and do the first key right in here. Now going from lock to lock here, you can't really do a running jump. So I recommend, like if I do a running jump, I will always overshoot the lock a little bit. So that's not good. So I recommend doing a standing jump actually. Or just run from lock to lock, or otherwise just turn and do a standing jump like this. This is what I recommend to go quickly from lock to lock. Put it in, turn, standing jump, and turn. Oh, stopped short a little early. And you can also just choose to turn and just run, which is fine as well. Oh. All kinds of options. Not sure what's the most optimal. Standing jump seems nice to me. Right, we're gonna go in this corner, roll over it to hang from it, and drop straight down. Now we're gonna hop back and curve a little bit to the right because we want to jump up there. I'll actually save in case I hit the slope here. You can hit this slope, and if you do, if you jump in time, you'll land there and be safe. But you can also die to the spikes. So be careful here. We want to jump up here, but we could like accidentally hit the slope and slide down. We're gonna drop in here. We're gonna jump up to this and pull this switch back here. Now we're gonna go back the same way we came. And when we pull up on this side, we can just hold forwards and right. And then do a jump once we start running to land on this. This is earlier in the previous level I mentioned walls where you cannot climb up with action and up. This is another wall where for some reason you cannot climb with action and up. You have to do Alt and then grab the edge. Or jump key, I will say. Alt for keyboard players, but jump key is what you want. So just, I don't know why that is. There's probably some reason that some walls are affected like this, but not sure. So over there's a little gap in the floor that's actually water, and we're gonna want to go to the left. So we actually want to curve to the left here to swim straight in here. You could pick up the Uzi clip right below us that I just skipped. It's optional. You don't really need that much Uzi ammo. There will be a couple of kills that we make though, so you do need some ammo. So we pull the switch, try to go back to the left while the camera is still hidden. And go back around where we came from, back to this tile. Alright, so now a tricky bit is coming up. There are different ways to do this, and I will be honest, I am not really certain what the best way is. So one of the safer ways is to actually kill this guy, I suppose. But oh, he's rushing me already. Now he's running away. Okay, so he's dead. So First off, I actually didn't mention this, but to open this door, we have to step on both these faces. As soon as we do, the doors will open. Now, one of them will immediately activate, like you saw. I've just been shooting him. The other one activates once we're a little closer over here. He will activate. Now, I'm just going to quickly finish him off now. Oh, he ran away again. That's good. Right. So right now, I just finished him off to show you this real quick. From here, the goal is to pull both those switches across from the room. So we can just jump over here if we want and go straight to them. When we do, we just pull and side flip and pull again. Just use the stumble against the wall. And then we want to go that way where the boulder just came from. Now I'll make a second save here. Now, we can do this with the mummies still alive. And we also don't have any other weapons than pistols right now. So it's worth trying that. Now, it is very hard. And we kind of want to wait for them to come closer to us before we jump to the other side. So I'm going to activate them both. Just going to shoot. Oh, he's actually not even coming towards me now. For some reason. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, okay, so this is no good. Let me try it again. I'll see if I can get a version where... There's a way to do this, I don't remember how. So I tend to just start shooting. And the idea is at some point... Yeah, so now he's coming that way. At some point we just want to run for the switches. And he will be in that like slow animation. And then we can pull them and start running. Now they might hit us at this moment. But that's basically the extent of ignoring them. It's a little bit harsh. And I did kill one now. If you're a little lucky, you can do it faster. I'll try and do it like right away. Oh. I already activated one. So how about I do it now, right? I just ignore them and go here. So now I actually got it as well. As long as we get both switches, you can consider it pretty much good. You'll just have to get out of the room here and into this. So it's very, very annoying to actually get. So you could consider shooting one, you could consider shooting both. I can try and run straight away, but that's probably not gonna work out. No, see, now he rushes me. So that we can't have that. Then we will definitely be screwed up. So try to either focus them down or wait until they're basically on this side of the room before we actually start running out. Which can take a little while. We kind of want them to start running this way. And then we can run over and go this way. And then we should be fast enough to do both. Now he's on me, but I should still be able to get out now. Ow. Okay. So good luck trying that. If anybody has any more tips in this area, feel free to leave a comment, because I would love to know like more consistent ways of doing this, because I'm at a loss a little bit. So let's in the meantime just continue to run. As you saw, there's a crocodile here. The shotgun is also here. If you really wanted, you could pick it up here, but it's probably just not worth it in terms of time. So just continue onto this ledge and climb up. Now we're going to go back into the pool that we just swam in earlier. And we're going to go back up the steps again. So we're going to drop down. Go to this right corner again. Now the second time we pull up here, we can actually do like side flip and then standing jumps up, which is really nice. And last one, running jump here and go to this right side corner. Now this is where we finally pick up another weapon. So you have a little bit of a choice to make here. You can just pick up the Uzis and nothing else. If we do, we have 100 shots. This is enough to kill one mummy. If you do this, and you continue right now towards the section up ahead, you will have to make sure to trigger only one of the mummies. If you trigger the second one, you're not going to have enough Uzi clips at least to kill him off. There is a mini here, which you could alternatively pick up. I'll just pick it up now just to have an extra heal if I need it. And there are several extra clips. So I like to pick up one extra clip here. I just grab the Uzis and I pick up one extra clip for them. Now, the way this works is we're going to go over here. Now the music will start playing. Nothing is spawned yet. The tile over on my left side now somewhere. One of these tiles at the bottom, I believe the one closer to the wall is one of the trigger tiles. You have to avoid that tile in order to not trigger the second mummy. The switch tile itself, once you pull it, there will be the first mummy that spawns. So let me actually try to get a jump onto the switch here. Okay, cool. So we pull the switch. Now, this mummy, we kind of want to not ignore him. Okay, so sometimes they run away as well. He's actually coming close now. Oh yeah, he's running away. Oh, okay. So right now, I have not triggered the second mummy yet. Now, in order to actually avoid him... Oh, I might have triggered him now, didn't I? In order to actually avoid him, we kind of want to jump onto this. Okay, so I actually did trigger him now by going over that tile. Like, the reason I do the extra Uzi clip pickup myself is pretty much because I don't really want to be bothered with skipping this tile. I just want to just kill the second mummy. So there is a way to do this with a running jump as well. Assume you've pulled the switch, you can do some sort of jump here. Oh, no, it's not like that. But there is a jump here onto that. That skips the trigger. I don't know how it works exactly. So just going back, what I tend to do here now in my speedruns is just spawn both of them. So I'll go here. Jump to the switch. Grab it. I'll go over here. Jump straight here. Just trigger the second one. Oh, wait. I meant to jump forward like this. No! Not how I meant to jump. What? So I actually did only trigger one now. Somehow I avoided the trigger now of the second one. Not sure. I'll try the same thing again. We can watch back in the footage now, I guess, how I actually jumped to avoid him now. So let me actually go back. Try this again, because the idea that I normally have is to jump onto this, shoot, and then just backflip to be safe. Because they cannot actually reach up here. And I'll just wait a bit, shoot the second one. Okay, cool. And then we can continue. So, I mean, there's a lot here. But if you go anywhere over on the left and behind there's multiple other tiles that trigger a load more of these mummies. Also, I've only picked up one of the Uzi clips here now. But there are actually a total of 4 of them. 2 over there and 2 over on the right. So you can pick up more if you really want more ammo. When we're done, we're gonna go out on the right side here. And move over to these steps. So we wanna jump here. We wanna do a jump here. To clear the gap. And we're gonna do that on the third tile from the third step from the top. So this step that I'm standing on right now, this is where we're gonna jump from. So make sure to keep that in mind. The top tile will trigger another mummy. This is relevant mainly on the way back out. But there's another mummy here that I've triggered now, which will be coming for us. Let's find him real quick. Here, there he is. So we kind of want to avoid the top step if we can. So we're going to run here, and we're going to do a jump on the left here, and go straight into a running jump with a grab to land here. This is another pickup that you can do. We want to jump on the block over there on the right, the little bit raised block. So I tend to just pick this up to have a bit more extra ammo, and then do a slow step running jump to land on here. Alternatively, you could also just do a running jump once you land on this corner here. You can just turn a bit and just do a running jump same way and land up here. So there you go. Then we're gonna jump up to climb here. Go into this section and pull the switch. Now, on the way out, this is like I said, the top step actually triggered a mummy, right? So we want to avoid that step. Now, if we just go out the normal way, we're gonna definitely go onto that step, right? Or over it. So if we want to avoid that mummy, we want to jump onto one of the blocks. I tend to do it on the left here. And you gotta time your jump a little bit. So what I look for is when I'm running on the bridge, I want to jump about here. This is where I want to jump. So there's about one full tile of yellow that I want to run before I jump. And then I should land there on the block. So let me actually try and do that while running. Like this. And then jump here. And then we land on the block. Gotta practice that a little bit to get the hang of it, but it's not so bad. From here, we can jump into the alcove here on the left. Now, we don't want to be straight against this wall. If we do and we side flip, we will stumble. So we want to be turned a little bit to the left, which is actually very easy when we've just jumped onto here. Then we can do a side flip and go over the steps. Now we've completely avoided that top step. I'll load back and show you the whole thing again. From here, we can just do this, land, running jump, make sure we're angled a little bit. And you can even do like a standing jump forward with a curve, but like you see now, that's fast, but it's also risky. So you might not want to go for that. So jump about here. Oh, that's actually a miss. Okay. Can't win them all. So jump here. That's looking better. I sometimes tend to just do a back step here in case I miss the running jump, but I think that was actually going to be a good running jump anyway. So side flip and then... Oh! And be careful of these ceilings because they are very annoying. Alright. Now, I always just go around this pillar. You could choose to cut through this section in here, but it's very precise. So if you miss that a little bit, you will screw it up. So you can just go around the pillar to the right. Oh, that's a load game. Let's actually go for a save game. There are 2 health packs here. Oh, wait. Actually, let me actually load here to this save. So here I've actually killed the crocodiles. So when we arrive here, there will be 2 crocodiles. One will be immediately on us. The other one will spawn when we pick up this health pack. Now, you could complete the run without this health pack. For me, this is pretty much the only health pack in the run that I actually do pick up. Because it's just nice to have a mega at some point, and everything before this can be done relatively consistently without taking damage. But the levels beyond this can be quite nasty with the amount of damage that we take. So I tend to pick this up for safety here. Now once you're on this mega, the second crocodile will spawn. When you pick it up, you want to go for a standing jump and roll to get onto this switch in the water. Now again, we have a little cutscene that keeps playing, and we can hold a couple of inputs to swim in here. You have to guess it a little bit, but now once we've pulled the switch and we run out, this panther will spawn as well. So let me just finish him off real quick. So when we do the sequence out of here, this tree is very annoying. There are really 2 ways to avoid getting stumbling against it. Oh, whoa. I didn't mean to drop it in the water. One of them, which is, I think is the easier one, is on the right side, where you can just go around it like this. You can also go around the left side, but you have to curve a little bit more to go around the block on the left side like this. Both are viable options. I'll now do it with the guys actually alive here. So on the way in, you also want to avoid that tree, by the way. It's very annoying. So we're going to pick up the mega, do a standing jump, and then roll over the edge. Ow. Get bitten. We swim back up here. Oh. We go up. Around this. The crocodiles will be annoying. And then we can just go straight through the hallway. Now we're gonna jump up on the block over here on the left side. Right there. And from this point we're safe from the animals, so that's good. Now, the sequence here, when I pull up, I'm gonna angle slightly to the left, then do a side flip, back flip, and hold roll. Until we're here, and then we can do a back flip, back hop turn to go in here. Now, I'll show you really quickly what happens when I don't do the little angling to the left here in the beginning. If I just do a straight side flip and roll, I'll go backwards, and I'll go onto this tile, which we could do, but it's a little bit slower than just landing on this tile that opens this door. So in order to actually land the way that we do, we want to angle a little bit here, and then side flip, back flip, and hold roll to get on this. And then we can go in the hallway here. So just a little, it's not so hard, it's just a little easy trick there. Oh, I'll mention this real quick. We don't pull these first switches. We skip those, we go for the second ones. So I've pulled this one now, and then we pull this one as well. Now the trick that we have to do here is a flip map trick, which is a little bit annoying, but we're gonna have to do it. So I'll make a save here. As soon as we go onto the top step, the stairs will change into a slope, and we will fall to our death, which is not good. Can't have that. So instead, we're gonna roll onto the tile, and when the map flips, when it becomes a slope, we hold up and right for a short duration. You don't want to hold it too long because you'll curve too much to the right. So we just want to hold up and right for a little bit. And as soon as you see Lara land, you can do a jump to get back into the alcove. So I'll show you how it looks. We're gonna do a roll, hold up and right, and then jump here. So it's a little tricky. Now, one more thing to note there is when you flip the map and you hold up and right, when you land, you could do an additional step before you jump. And this is actually recommendable because it makes it much easier to land into the alcove. So I'll try and do it both. First, I'm going to do it without the extra step, like this, and just immediately jump. Oh, wait, see, I'm angled too much to the right now. So you can get that. I actually did it now the first time there, where just immediately jump, and you can land in it, but it's a little bit more harsh. So to make it a little easier, my recommendation is actually to do an extra step there, which is roll, land, one step, and then jump. Okay, that was not good. You gotta make sure not to fall off when you do it, obviously. But you can get that extra step pretty easily. Oh. Very easily, as you can see. One step, and then, oh, jump. Okay, well, that's fine. Just know that it's over there. I don't think I actually did it now, but there is an extra step there that is pretty useful. So, out of here, we're gonna go to the next switches, which are over here. I'm gonna pull both of these. So right now, we have to do with mummy triggers that we want to skip. So I'm gonna run onto this block. I'll make a save right here. Note that what I'm about to do, I'll show you first. So this tile that I'm standing on right now, it triggers a mummy. You can see him over there in the back. So we don't want to hit this tile because that mummy will be very, very annoying to deal with. I mean, we can always shoot him, I guess, but so in order to avoid it, we're gonna jump onto that little angled slope over there. If we land on that, we will fall down onto the tile behind the trigger tile. So like this, we can hit the slope, and now we haven't actually hit the tile on the right. And there's no mummy. So from this point we could continue. Now, There is a way to do this while running. It's a little bit more tricky. I'll try to do it. So if we arrive here, we can do this little jump onto the block and then like that. And then we've also avoided the trigger. So know that you can do it while running, but you have to guess it a little bit. So my recommendation is just to practice it. And just hit that slope. When you land, oh, I actually overshot the slope now, but I still didn't hit the trigger tile, so that's fine. As long as he doesn't spawn, you're good. So that's fine. Now when we continue here, there will be a second mummy that will spawn behind us. About when we're here, he will spawn. So we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna have to do this fast. We're gonna push the block. There's at this moment a mummy coming for us from behind us. So we want to do this fast as possible. Hop back, standing jump, and then turn around to pull up. As you can see, the mummy is here, but he was not in time. So I'll go back real quick, because one thing of note with this is that in that area where I was just running, there are several places where you could hit slopes. So once I go around this corner here, this blue wall here, there are several places where we can actually hit like slopes and all that. Which is, this is a slope, and it's just gonna mess us up and give this mummy behind us more time to reach us, which he will now be doing shortly. So you kind of want to make sure when you jump to jump properly. Just turn the corner and jump straight onto the steps, and then you're gonna be good. Make sure to do that right. And then back hop, standing jump, and standing jump. And then we can go up. So now, for this one, there is a little bit more toxic one where you don't have to stop, but my recommendation is just roll, running jump, and then from here, don't go straight into another running jump, but make sure to stand still for a second first. So I'll show you what happens when I chain running jumps, like this. You will not be able to reach it. Maybe with a late grab? No, even a late grab doesn't seem to actually reach it. So you can't do that. So instead, we just do this, land, and then do another running jump right away to grab this. Now, alternatively, there is one more toxic strat, which involves, if we roll, we can curve and jump along the wall to get this very sort of S-turn jump. And then we can do one extra step on the next thing. So let me see if I can get it. We do like one step, and then, no, I didn't do the step now. It's very annoying to get, honestly. Along the wall, one step, and jump. And then you can also, you can get it without stopping. But it's it's pretty toxic. With some practice you can do it. But my recommendation is just roll, run, stop, and run and jump again. You just need to stop there for one moment, and then you can immediately go again. Then we go over this way. Now the camera changes because there is a fence behind us that suddenly appears as a sort of a trap. You could pick this up. I don't really do it. There's no need to. And then we're going to go up here. So at this point, you might want to make a save for this one if you haven't practiced it. We're going to pull up all the way on the right over here. I'll make the save here. And I'll show you the move that we're going to do. It's 2 moves in a row. And it's a little tricky. So we're going to do this. And then jump over here like, oh, I missed it now. We're going to jump towards that red tongue from there. So over here and this. And then this. Boom. And then we're over here. Now I'll explain the inputs here because they're very precise. When we're pulling up, we're going to hold, jump up and left. When we do this, you will do a standing jump like this. And wait. Yeah, and then we want to keep holding left and up, but we don't want to jump right away, because if we do, it would look like this, and we jump that way, which is bad. So we want to do one step in between. So I'm going to hold jump up and left, do one step and then jump again. Now, as I'm jumping the second time, I want to keep holding the left key. If I don't keep holding the left key, if you don't do that, you will land about here somewhere on this tile, which is not going to be a good setup for getting to that tongue. That you would have to go back on it. So when I do this, I'm going to hold up and left, and then I'm going to keep holding left until I land. Now in this position, we can press shift, and then we want to press up and right at the same time. And as soon as she does a step and starts curving to the right, we want to immediately chain a running jump. And as soon as we cut the corner, we want to start steering to the left instead of to the right. So it looks like this. Shift up and right, then jump and steer to the left. And then we can land on the tongue. So it's a little bit tricky, but I'm displaying my input, so watch closely. And this, hold left, and then it's just shift up right, jump and left. And then we can land on here. Now, there are several landings that you can get on the tongue. You can get the landing with stumble and without stumble. And you can also, if you are too far to the right, where you're on that little angled part, you might want to go for a grab even and pull up. So I'm going to try and get the... I'll try and get the jump without stumble. Basically, the further to the left you are, the higher the chances are you're going to get it without a stumble. So this is going to be... Oh, this is actually with stumble. I thought it was going to be good. But whatever. Once you land on this, you want to go in here. You cannot follow you. Watch out for this gap. Don't fall into it. And that's the door to the exit of the level, which we will now be pulling right here. So get this. And just... Oh. Don't bonk against that thing, I guess. And then right here we can just go for the level exit. So that's the second level complete. This is definitely the longest level, so we're gonna have to... and the next two levels are significantly shorter because of skips that we do. But it's at this point we are about like 75% of the run is done at this point now. So when we start this next level, I'll make a save right away. We're gonna land on a slope, as you can see. We're gonna want to hold jump and forwards so that we keep going, jumping, jumping, jumping. Then once we do this jump, we want to do a dive the second time to bonk and go down here. So I'll show it one more time. We can just hold jump and forwards on the slope when we start, and then do a running jump and a dive. Boom. And then we can keep going here. And when we arrive here, we can stop on this corner and do a slow step running jump to immediately go over the boulder. I'll actually show you this part with another save. So there's a mummy behind us that spawns now. There is a jump here that we can do over here. This is what we wanna, where we wanna land. Now I'll show you with another save here that I made, because it's a little bit annoying. So I killed the mummy in this save that is behind us. So this tile that I'm on now, this is going to be the corner. This is the furthest that we can possibly go to jump. Now, I believe if I do a straight running jump from here, I might actually not even land on it. No. So we're going to want to have some sort of extended jump there. Now, a good way to get it is when we are about here, where I'm standing now, we want to do a jump. And then go into a chain jump. So I'll try and show you in a sequence. So if I jump on the right place here. Ooh, that's a little late now. Yeah, see? No, I'm not getting it. So we want to be like one step before that little corner, I think. Right here. That's better. And then we can do this. Grab. Okay, I missed it now. If you do miss it, it's not that much of a problem. Oh, yeah, we do need to jump up right away. But you can jump up right away on this slope before the boulder kills you. So that's a thing. So try to practice on this. I think that's a little better. Yeah, now I landed on the right one. And then we can go over there. Oh, we can actually do the rest of this without healing as well. So when we land here, we're gonna go over here. Wait, actually, I'll try and do it with the guy alive. So when we enter this area, before we do this jump, this is where we come from, the mummy will be over on our left. So if you want to make sure that he doesn't rush you, you kind of don't want to be jumping over here on the left side, because he will suddenly start rushing us. So you kind of want to curve a little bit out on the right side here when you approach to make sure that he doesn't actually hit you. Let me see if I can do it with him alive. Get the jump. Oh, yeah, we're back here now. That's fine. From the start. And then dive. Alright, we stop on the corner. Slow step running jump. Oh, I did it too fast. Okay. Oops. Bear with me, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. Guys and girls and everything in between. Or around, or whatever. Yeah, so it goes. Oh, no, what? What am I? Standing jump? No! No! I meant the slow step running jump. It's okay. Third time's the charm, guys. Third time's the charm. Alright, so stop here. And then slow step running jump. I guess you just wait 1 second before you do it. Now, we're gonna hug the right a little bit here to avoid triggering him. And then we want to jump about here. Maybe 1 step and a jump sometimes if you... Yeah, that 1 step was good now. Right, so this was a good sequence. Try and get that with him alive. We're gonna go up here. Now, there are some faster ways to do this. I like to just set it up a little slowly. I'm gonna go against this on this corner here. I'm gonna backflip. We're gonna want to slide down a little bit. Sometimes we stumble. That is also enough to fall down a little bit. We want to go into that little black and gray alcove there. So we're gonna slide and then jump and steer to the left. So this is the idea. Slide a little bit, steer to the left. And then hold grab here to fall down. This is actually a skip to the end of the level. When we land in the water, just make a 180. And climb out on this side. And then go around here to the exit of the level. Oh. Over here. So this is the end of this level already. Now, in this next one, it's also a relatively short level, a little bit longer than the previous one. We're gonna do a little annoying move here. We're gonna drop down to the left with grab. If you don't grab, you will fall into the lava behind you here. So when we land here, we do a roll, and then we running jump here. Wait a bit, jump again, and then jump up on this block. From here, we can go on this block and run over here. So I'll show you this again. I actually got a really good sequence now, but I'll show you one more time here. From the start, we drop down with fake grab, roll, running jump, do a step. Another, okay, that's bad. I now hit the slope and I'm dead. So we do have to get that like running jump there. This is why I wanted to show you again as well, is it's not always as clear cut as it seems the first time, right? So just, oh no, that's not gonna be good either. It can be a little tricky. I've been having this like throughout the tutorial the entire time. The first time I do it just fine, and then I try to replicate it and it immediately goes wrong like 4 times. So right we go, and jump here. From here we can jump onto this. Now we do want to be over here, right? Now in the meantime, there is this flying mummy somewhere over there. He spawned. So you do want to kind of do this fast. Now this part is a little bit more tricky. We have to jump to the right here and land on this. This is actually good. And then we want to do a running jump up here. So there are several ways that this can go wrong. First of all, that is one way in which it can go wrong. But let me see if I can just get a good one. So just try and practice this. Jump to the right, side flip. This is fine. Now we just do a back hop, running jump onto this. And then, oh, we want to jump onto this block here as well. And then we can standing jump up to the next part. Let me see, try it one more time here. Jump on this. Side flip. Don't fall off when you side flip. Sometimes you might have to turn a little bit. Curve. Jump on this. Okay, this is better. This is a good sequence. You might want to go around the other side of the mummy here if you prefer. So yeah, I drop down with a grab now, but you can do that with a fake grab to get a little bit of a faster sequence. So maybe I can actually get that. And you can do sort of a roll cancel on that block that you were just on. Yeah, so here, go, go up and up. How about I just make a save right here, just to practice that a little bit. I'll go around his left side now. Okay, not sure if that helps. Fake grab, and then roll. And then we can get this cancel, and we can go straight this way. So we did take quite a bit of damage from this early sequence. So the sequence all the way at the beginning actually took a bunch of fall damage. And then, as you've noticed, you can actually get hit here by this guy as well. So this might be a good place to use your mega, if you still have it. Fake grab. Oh, wait. I should have used it right away. Oh, again. Okay, roll, fake grab. And roll again. And then we get off of this. I'll use the mega now. I also have a mini because I picked it up, but normally I would not pick this up in a run, that mini. So let's overwrite the save here. We're gonna go down here, just drop down the slope. There's maybe some jumps here that you can do to make it a little faster, not sure. Jump maybe here to fall in the water. Oh no. In any case, we're gonna go to the left and pull up on this ledge. This is one of the other kills that we want to make. So we want to always make sure to have some ammo for some kills here. So we're gonna kill this guy. Now right now he's actually being a little bit annoying. But this is fine. He died. And we're gonna go over here and pull these two switches. Now we're gonna drop off here and running jump to this switch on the right. Pull it and go straight back out. If you do this fast enough, these orbs will not hit you. Like this. Good. Then we're gonna drop off here and jump on the corner to land on this. If you miss this jump and you fall in the water, you can climb out on... Oh, not this one, but on this tile here. You can climb out here, out of the water, to recover. You kind of want to try to land on this one, though. We're going to climb up here. I'm going to go around this section to the left here. I'm going to jump up here. We want to be on the left side for this. You can just climb up here, I believe. Oh, no, you cannot even climb up. No, it's too high to climb up. Yeah, okay. So you want to be all the way on the left here, and then just do a backflip and a standing jump to get up here. You can do that curve jump as well after it. So this is like the only other mummy that we're actually killing, I think. No, there's one more, I believe. So there's one more mummy here that we kill, at least. Right here. He's rushing us now. So in some cases he will not rush us, and he will run into this hallway, which is where we want to go. Let me actually go back a little bit. I'll go back. What? Damage. Okay, cool. So after killing him, we will go in here. Now this section coming up is very, very, very tricky. So first of all, we can just enter this area without any issue. None of these guys will actually spawn until we've picked up the shotgun. If you have, for some reason, picked up the shotgun earlier in the run, it will just be a shotgun ammo. But the shotgun is actually going to activate all the triggers. Now there are a whole load of trigger tiles here in this square room. So I'm going to show you one of the more consistent ways of getting through this. It's not very easy. So we're going to backflip and turn, kill this guy. Oh, I don't have the ammo anymore to kill him. Lol. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, thank God. Let me actually pick up some extra ammo here. I'm gonna do the whole thing again. Sorry for it. You know what? I'm gonna pick up this ammo and I'll just fast forward through this section now. Alright, so we're back here. I'm gonna go onto the shotgun. I'll just make a save right here. So I've now got some extra Uzi clips. So you do want to make sure to pick up enough Uzi clips to get these kills. So make sure to check how much it is exactly. I don't actually know. I believe it's like 2 or 3 extra Uzi clips. Should be enough for the entire run. But not sure. So I'll save here. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna backflip, turn, and shoot the first one. Oh, whoa. He rushed me. He normally doesn't rush us. Yeah, now another one triggered because we moved. Whoa, that's interesting. Go back. And then sidestep here. Make sure not to go... So make sure not to go to the tiles behind you here, because that will trigger more of them. There are several other tiles here on the front of us that also trigger more mummies. So what we want to do here is we want to jump over to this side. And then this one tile in front of us is not safe, but these around it are. So we can follow this path to go back out. We can do all of this. Oh, whoa, I almost hit that tile. Without triggering any more mummies, as you can see. So when we pick up the shotgun, we backflip towards this place. We shoot that guy and we sidestep until he dies. And then we just run over here, go around this and here. And then we're good. Now, as soon as we hit this tile in front of the door here, a bunch of them spawn at once. Now we're gonna make use of this slow walking mechanic to go quickly. And if we go quickly enough, we can outrun them. But my recommendation is really to make a save right before this moment to make sure that they don't rush you unexpectedly or whatever. So the sequence looks like this. We're gonna go into the hallway, straight to the right. Just keep doing running jumps. Then we want to go around to the left first. If you go to the right side switch first, they will more likely rush you actually. And then we do this switch. And now we are actually in time to run away. See how they are now just coming here? We are actually now in time to run away from them. So one more time. I'll see what happens when we pull the right switch first, real quick. Because so far, whenever I've tried, I got rushed. Yeah, see? Now I got rushed and I take some damage. It's okay, we can maybe still get out, but look at how annoying this becomes when he's boosting us like this, right? So you kind of want to make sure to go for the left switch first to avoid that specific thing there that happens. And you also have to be fast. If you get any stumbles in between, it's very likely that you're going to be too slow and they will catch up. Oh, now they're already rushing me. Something went wrong. When that happens in a run, I just immediately reload. I don't bother even trying to continue. As soon as I hear one of them rush me, I'll just reload the game. I think this is better. Oh no, he's rushing again. What? Hey, wait. Why though? Not sure why he suddenly starts rushing now. Maybe we have to stay on the left side here a bit more. That could be a thing. I often stay on the left side there. Ooh, are we gonna be in time? Yeah, we're in time. Okay, cool. So this is the idea. Alright, so there will be a centaur that spawns here. We don't really need to deal with him at all. We can just ignore him. Roll over this edge, and then roll here to drop down. There is some faster way to maybe do that, but we want to pull this switch, and at this point we're going to run to the exit of the level. We're going to go around here. We're going to go down this slope. Watch for fall damage. We're going to jump to the right, into the water, and when we swim out here, it's run done. Boom! That's it. That's the entire game. The end. Alright, so that has concluded the tutorial for the speedrun for Unfinished Business. Just like I said in the intro, you can look forward to a separate video with a bit more of the additional pickups and secrets soon on my channel. Down in the description below you can find my Twitch, you can find the link to join the Board Raiders Discord, along with any other information. Timestamps for the levels will also be in there. So, hope to make sure to like and subscribe, I guess. I'm new to the YouTube thing, so leave a like, leave a comment, I suppose. Boost the algorithm, and in the meantime, I will wish you all an excellent day and good luck running.